Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is September 11th, 2023. Today is the 22-year anniversary since the terrorist attacks of 9/11. And our Monday Night Football game just concluded. The Jets just defeated the Buffalo Bills, scoring 22 points on the 22nd year anniversary of that terrible event that happened here in Manhattan. And this is a pick that we gave out. I'm not making this video to, brag about our wins. It's not about that. It's just to show you guys how sick these games are. For those of you who may be new to the channel, like I always say, it's more than just the rigging, right? The rigging, it should make people not want to support these leagues. But I think the thing that is way more important in the scripting of the football games and the basketball games is the ritual disasters that happened also with it. A lot of these games are associated with tragedies, and we see this in all sports, not just football, but also in baseball, basketball, you name it. All professional sports, they like to pay tribute to tragedies. And, one of the reasons why the Jets, who play in New York, are playing on September 11th, it's obviously because they're paying tribute to what happened in New York on September 11th, 2001. I don't know how people don't find this disturbing. I don't know how many people exactly died on September 11th, 2001, but I know it was a lot. And that didn't have to happen. And then, not only did that event was not supposed to happen, it was definitely a terrorist attack, but it was a domestic attack on our own people. But look what they do, though. Like, not only do they terrorize people, they kill people, they kill their own citizens, but then they mock you with the football games. So they make you pay for these tickets. They make you sit 3-4 hours at the game. And then they're paying tribute to a very satanic event that happened 22 years prior. And then the way they mock the fans is by having the team with the Muslim head coach score 22 points on the 22nd year anniversary. Again, they do this all the time. Think about last year when the Astros won the World Series. Or was it last year? I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Last year, the Astros, they win the World Series on November 5th. The day leaving 56 days left in the year. And, 56 is a very important number. It has a lot to do with the Society of Jesus. But think about what was that day. Why was that day so important to Houston? Well, the year prior to them winning the World Series, there was a tragedy at a Travis Scott concert, the rapper, where there's supposed to be 10 people were killed that day. And on the anniversary of that tragedy, they had the team from Houston win the World Series. And then, they do this all the time. The first time the Astros won the World Series, they won it right after a hurricane hit that city, Hurricane Harvey. See? So think about it. So they terrorized the city with a hurricane, and they had the team from that city win the World Series. Then years later, they have a tragedy at a concert in that city, and then they reward that city by giving them a World Series. In New York, the year prior to the terrorist attacks on 9/11, they had the two New York teams in the World Series. And then what they do? They terrorize the city. And then every year after that, they pay in tribute to that event with games like this. And keep in mind, it was 38 points, a number associated with death. That's what I think is way more important than just the rigging. The rigging is fine. It's good to share that the games are rigged for the fans that are not awake. But when you guys are trying to share the facts, also let them know why it matters. Because a lot of people might say, so what? If the games are rigged, just don't watch it. Which is true. If the games are rigged and it bothers you, just don't watch it, right? But you gotta let those people know that it's more than just the rigging. Your city might be devastated in connection to these games. I remember a few years ago when the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. There was a hurricane going across Florida at the same time that the Lightning was about to win the Stanley Cup, picking up their 52nd win of the season that day, when flood equals 52. Something that we also called on this channel. So, again, like I said, I don't care about who would have won this game. But even if the Bills would have won, they're still paying tribute to that devastating event of 9/11. Just think about it. The only Muslim coach to ever coach in the NFL is a Muslim coach. And out of all the 32 teams that he could have coached, he coaches the Jets. And then they have the first game of the season on 9/11. The Jets, they also picked up their 58th all-time win against the Bills today. And notice they did it at MetLife Stadium in Gematria. MetLife Stadium equals 58. It also equals 86. And at first, I did find this kind of abstract because the Jets, if you notice up here, their record wasn't 57 and 86. They were 57 and 68, which is a reflection of 86. So, but I think I think they meant to do that. The Jets, they obviously won and improved to 58 and 68. And just think about how important 68 is to 9/11. The Twin Towers construction began in 1968. The same year 911 was made the National Emergency Dialing Code. George Bush, who was the president during 9/11, he graduated from Yale University that year as well. And all the things you guys should already know, something that we discussed last year when we pounded pavement by the World Trade Center. You guys should know all this information is on my channel. If you haven't seen the videos that we did last year, feel free to watch it. It's on my channel. 1968 was a big year. That was the year that John Rockefeller was the mayor of New York City. Of course, him and his brother, they combined to make the World Trade Center possible. But, that 68, it is just very important to the Jets. And, of course, on 9/11, they stay on 68 losses against the Buffalo Bills. So, and again, another mockery is they have the two New York teams. Like how they had the two New York teams in the World Series prior to 9/11. On the anniversary of 9/11, they had the two New York teams in football play each other on Monday Night Football. But no, again, the Jets picked up their 58th win at MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium equals 58 and equals 86, a reverse of 68. And that's the record right now against the Bills all time. Also, it's been 36 weeks since the fake injury of Damar Hamlin. And Sean McDermott just picked up his 36th career loss. Actually, his 36th regular season loss, and Buffalo and Bills are both 36. The Jets were the dogs in this game, but again, for those of you who like to gamble, that's you're the only people that this matters to. But what I'm trying to show people who don't gamble is when you're trying to share this information to your family and friends. This is the type of stuff you need to show them so they can see that these games are very satanic and these people are the most evilest people in the world. Think about it. The mockery, right? So they know what happened on 9/11, right? All the people, I'm talking about the people at this game. All the people participating, right? From the announcers to the players, to the coaches, to the referees and everybody, right? Everybody involved. And I'm 100% sure that everybody on that field knows what's going on. They know what happened on 9/11 and they know what's happening on during this game. So they're playing this game, and not at one moment they're thinking about all those people that lost their lives on 9/11. None of that matters to them. What matters to them is finishing off this game, scoring 22 points to pay tribute to pay tribute to something that killed people. It doesn't get more satanic than that. I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know nothing. Like, I don't even see like criminals behave this way. Like regular criminals from the street. Like, I know people that have done some terrible things, But I don't see them like mocking the people that they hurt or something like that. Like I know people that have robbed other people, but usually when they do these bad things, they keep it to themselves for the most part. I don't see them taunting or making a mockery. And then there might be people like that, but I never seen people like these people are like. I've never seen these these kinds of people. I've never like. There's nothing. They are unmatched. Like, cause it's not like they mock the people that they hurt once. You know, they do it every year and every single day. Like, it doesn't get more evil than this. This is the worst that I've never seen. Like I said, I've never seen nothing like this. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. They kill people. They pay tribute to the people that died, and then they mock the people who can't see the obvious by making them pay for tickets, pay for the games, sit through the games, watching. It's just crazy. I've never seen something like this. This is crazy, and this is why I'm so passionate about exposing this stuff. I mean, it doesn't get more evil than this. What else you guys want to see? They terrorize cities. They make people get I can't say the word. But they make people go get stuff at the hospital that they don't really need. They terrorize you at the concerts. They flood your cities. They bring down buildings. And then at the end, the worst part about all of it is that the same players that participate in these games, they also get killed. So then your favorite player eventually gets killed by the same religion that led them to doing the terrible things in the first place. Because that's what gematria and all this stuff is. It's a religion. It's a very satanic religion. I never seen it. I never seen something like this. These people are very like. I don't know if you guys seen this clip of this comedian, and basically what he was letting people know during his stand-up was like, what I basically just said. He said that the first time, okay, so actually I'll play it. The sound is not very good, but hopefully you guys can hear enough of it. And then, you know, this is actually my Instagram channel, my Instagram page. And I wrote here, because I did some research on Robert Saleh. He's the head coach of the New York Jets. And you know, I looked up this article about him that said that on September 11th, you know, what that day actually meant to him and where he was and blah blah blah. Which is, it goes to show you that these people were picked. You know, that moment that event happened, they already knew that Robert Saleh was going to be the head coach of the New York Jets, no doubt about it. But just listen to this comedian and see what he says, and then just notice how the crowd doesn't even, you know, instead of laughing, they don't question it. Like, oh wait, that is kind of strange. The Jets have a Muslim coach. Like, they don't get the deeper meaning of it, which is sad. It's sad. That's why this stuff continues to go on. On the 22nd anniversary on 9/11, the Jets scored 22 points. Come on, whatever. Take a listen.
For those of you who don't watch football, the New York Jets for the past decade have been garbage. Bad team. And now, they're kind of good. And one of the reasons why they're kind of good is they have a head coach named Robert Salah. And Robert Salah is the first Arab head coach in the NFL, and he's the first Muslim head coach in the NFL. And I think that it is beautiful that it took an Arab Muslim to change the trajectory.
What I don't understand how people find that funny. That's not funny. You should be thinking about that. It should be disturbing, not funny. And of course, Instagram mocks me by having 111 likes on the video.
The New York Jets.
Yeah, I don't know how people can find that funny. Like, that is blatant mockery right there. But look what I wrote. This is something that I researched on Robert Saleh. This is according to him. This is an article that was written about his experience on 9/11. So he says here, actually it starts right here. So Robert Salem walked in his Dearborn, Michigan home on the morning of September 11, 2001, turned the corner and found his parents in a state of distress. His father, Sam, was pale, and his mother, Phaeton, was in tears as they watched the North Tower of the World Trade Center burn on TV. And then the second tower was hit, and my mom just loses it, Salem told the Post on Friday. A waterfall of emotions went through the entire family. Robert's big brother David, the oldest of the four Salah siblings, was in the South Tower training to be a financial advisor. What are the odds of that? What are the odds that his brother was actually in one of the... Like, come on. He was on the second day of a 90-day Morgan Stanley program, and now he was under attack from a terrorist group, the Society of Jesus, that had decided to fly hijacked planes into American symbols of financial and military might. More mockery, right? His brother was actually in one of those buildings. Yeah. So yeah, and this is another example. And the sad part about it is, like, when the World Series comes around, the World Series is the next championship. Actually, see, yeah, I think the World Series is the next championship, and you're gonna see whatever city's in the World Series might be Atlanta. I know a lot of you live in Atlanta. A lot of my friends from the community live in Atlanta. Let's see if hopefully nothing happens to that city. You know, because last time the Atlanta Braves won the World Series, they had one of their legends pass away. Remember? And then the mockery, right? They had Aaron Rodgers. Everybody anticipating the matchup between him and Josh Allen. They get rid of Aaron Rodgers 4 plays into the game with a fake injury, and then Mr. Zach Wilson comes and takes over. The 44-year-old. You know, there's a lot of things I could talk about with September 11th, but I left a lot of links in my Instagram page. You guys should watch it if you guys are not aware of all the predictive programming that they've done throughout the years with 9/11. And again, that's the other sick part, right? Not only do they do it in the games, right? They pay tribute to these events at the games, but they also put it in movies and TV shows. Whatever you're doing, they're gonna put it in your face. Like I said, I've never seen any type of criminal that behave this way. These people, you can't even call them criminal. These people are demons. Literally. All right. Thank you to the super chat. Wow, who was that? Louise, man, you're always looking out for me, man. I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you. It just sickens me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you guys want to call in, I haven't done a call-in show in a long time. If you guys want to call in, the number is on the screen now. 646-986-0958. Maybe you guys want to talk about something that I haven't touched on. So what is it? Makish Mommy she said, was your fight with Gematria YouTubers fake by the numbers? I've never had a fight with any YouTuber. Zach said a couple things about me in the print, and I responded. A fight would be, I don't know what you call a fight. We had an argument. Because to me, a fight would be physical. And was it fake? What you think? You think it was fake? You think me telling somebody to suck my dick and all that stuff, you think that's fake? And I don't do rituals. I'm not a Satanist. All right? So if you're looking to troll, yeah. It was fake. All right? It was fake. It wasn't real. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and Josh Allen, of course, he stayed on 52 career wins. His next game is against the Raiders. Raiders love that 52 number. Yep. Not every game. Like I always say, I tell my patrons this all the time. Not every game is gonna be this clear and this easy, because we are on the outside looking in. This stuff is really really hard. Okay, so we got a call. Let's see what it is. Hello.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on? Thank you for the call.
Oh, thanks for the call. Thanks for accepting. This Jawan. I talked to you. I talked to you a few times before. I just wanted to know if you did you do a video on Gilly and Wallow about?
I did. I did.
You
I
did?
think I did. I should have.
I didn't see that.
I don't know if I did a video, but I definitely did a blog post.
What's crazy about that sacrifice is when they show the funeral, they actually show the casket on their shoulders as they're carrying it out. And we all know when they lift the casket up on their shoulder, there's an offering up to let you know it's a sacrifice. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't do a video, but I did do a blog post on it,
Oh, okay.
and I did a post on Instagram as well.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to say, bro. I ain't gonna keep it.
So just say it again, because I think I was about to sneeze, and then I couldn't listen. I couldn't really pay attention to what you were saying. So just repeat it one more time.
No, I was just saying that's all I called to ask about because I didn't see the video or nothing like that. I didn't want to keep the line.
No, but what you were saying about the casket?
Oh, when they showed the funeral, they showed them they had the casket up on their shoulders. They let you know that is an offering up. Usually, when they have the casket on the shoulders, they let you know it was a sacrifice.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Wow, that's a good catch.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. Yas Karash used to talk about that. Whenever if you think about all the ones that they sacrificed, like even Whitney Houston, when they had her casket up, if you go back to it, they had it up on their shoulders, and they basically letting everybody else know it was a sacrifice.
Yes, because usually they don't carry it that way.
Right. Only when it's a sacrifice.
I do see that. Yep, I see it. It's on the shoulders. Wow.
Yeah, and I think Whitney Houston was like that. I think Michael Jackson was like that. There's a couple more, but I just want to. That's my little.
Yeah, and that doesn't really make sense. Like how? Why would they have these people carry it on their shoulders? Obviously, that's some type of ritual symbolism.
Right.
Because it could fall. Like why wouldn't you hold it in your hand?
Because if you think about it, remember back in the days in the Old Testaments when they used to do sacrifice, they used to lift it up to the whatever god they was lifting it up to. They used to have it. They used to lift it to the sky. So basically, you sacrifice an animal and you lift it up to the deities or whoever they serving. So that's what they're doing with these people now. Same thing.
Wow.
Wow. They literally put him on offer up, and they offered him up. Yep. But that's my 2 cents, bro.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Have a good night, bro.
You too.
I can watch it.
Wow. Yeah, you see that's more of the symbolism that I'm not too aware of, but that makes sense because usually a casket, I mean that's what these handles are for, right? To be carried with your hand. So obviously by having them on the shoulder, that's some type of symbolism that is reflective of what he's saying. Yeah, more proof of what we've been talking about. Because that is very uncomfortable carrying a casket on your shoulders. So if anybody else wants to call in with observations like that, please call in. The number is 646-986-0958. Yes, I do. Jay Cook, the chef, says, "Do you think that the players on helmet they have a microphone or something?" Yeah, I mean that is public knowledge. The quarterbacks have microphones, but I'm pretty sure every player has a microphone on their helmet, just in case. Just in case. Why wouldn't they? How would we know if it's there, right? Yeah, Rico says if people can't see this shit by now, they'll never see it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, it's getting worse and worse. I mean, I don't know when people are going to finally realize that this is what's going on and what are we going to do to stop it. Are we got to wait another 22 years on the 44th anniversary of 9/11? So ST says, what percentage of global population you think are in tune like we are? Very low, very low. I would say less than 5%. That's probably too much. There's probably not even 500,000 people aware. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, thank you for the call.
It said, so the guy who returned the punt was 22-year-old Xavier Gibson. And the Jets scored 22 points on the 22-year anniversary of 9/11. And
So the guy that did the return, he's 22 years old.
yeah.
Wow.
And Zach Wilson, heading into this game, he had 22 career starts, and in his 22nd start, he lost 19-3 to the Jaguars. And that was on the 22nd day of the month in 2022, December.
Oh my gosh.
And then when he was age 22, he had 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and he was drafted number 2 overall, wearing the number 2.
Yeah, he was born. He was born in 2001. Then, right? The same year, March 8th. Oh my God, on March 8th, he scored a 38th point for the Jets.
And I also heard that the Jets head coach was 22 years of age when 9/11 happened.
No, man. See? That's what I mean. Stuff is blatant. So let me see. 2001. Yo, he was born 187 days before 9/11. The Society of Jesus number.
Did you see Tyreek Hill? He had on his 109th career game on the 10th day of the 9th month. He had a career game. And that was and it was a big 37 ritual because it was Tua's 37th game, and it was the Dolphins and Chargers' 37th meeting. And then at halftime, it was 37 points, and the Dolphins had 37 first downs. I thought they were going to get 37 points, but they missed the extra point. I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
Of course it was.
But they had 36 points.
Of course it was. Everything is on purpose. Everything. Nothing is done by mistake. Yeah, but I love how he was born 187 days before 9/11. That is crazy. Xavier Gibson. Anything else, my brother?
That's it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, the Society of Jesus, they love to put their numbers in there, man. Xavier Gibson, 22-year-old, scored the 22nd point for the Jets on the 22nd anniversary. Oh yeah, and that's another thing the NFL is doing right now, and people still they actually put it in people's face, letting people know like, oh, the games are scripted. You think the games are scripted? No, I think the games are scripted. They even asked Tom Brady if the games are scripted. You guys should be following me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff on there. And the reason I put it there is because I can't share it on YouTube because of the copyright rules. You gotta love the 33-0 start by the Cowboys yesterday. Cowboys 33, New York 33. The NFL made a community post about the script. Yeah. They had no choice but to make a mockery out of it because they see that there's a community of people exposing it. So the best way to combat that is by making it all a joke. You guys really think it was Tom Brady's idea to do that? That's that video. And you know what else? Speaking of Robert Salah, he picked up his 12th career win on MNF. MNF equals 12. Right after losing number 12, Aaron Rodgers. So if anybody else wants to call in, the number's on the screen, 646-986-0958. Of course, there's 68 people watching because we're talking about September 11th, right? And if nobody else wants to call in, we'll probably end it there. I've spoken so much about 9/11 that it's just... I just want to answer people's questions, so let's see. Yeah, K. Gima says the Astro World Sacrifice. Yep. Oh, yeah. So you gotta have 38. Oh, that's a joke. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is the obvious. So Adrian Settle says the Jets were plus 775 at the half. I hope you took them. I gave them out on. I don't know if you say. I think you said you were gonna join the Patreon. I don't know if you did. But I definitely took advantage of that. I mean, come on. Yeah, that game was a joke. That game was a joke. Josh Allen is dominating in the first half, and in the second half he forgets how to play football. Like every time. A Muslim coach on 9/11 is a little too dicey versus a team that's red, white, and blue. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna put. I gave out a parlay on Patreon today, but the other game was canceled. I gave out this is the parlay we gave out today. We had the Red Sox beating the Yankees, and the reason I took the Red Sox, that game was postponed because I don't know if it was the rain or something like that, but I had the Yankees losing because of this reason right here: the Yankees versus Red Sox season series record this season. The Yankees have won only once versus the Red Sox this year. So I thought that on 9/11, they was gonna fall to 1-9 versus the Red Sox in light of those 19 hijackers. Because remember that Boston and New York they have a close relationship because of what happened on 9/11. I think one of those planes left Boston and was headed to California, and then I guess it rerouted into New York, right? So I thought the New York Yankees was gonna lose and become 1-9 versus the Red Sox on 9/11. In light of those 19 hijackers, but this game was postponed. Let's see if that does still happen, because let's see when that game is. Let's see. I don't know when the makeup of actually today Tuesday at 1:35 is the makeup for that game. So if the Red Sox win Game 1, the Yankees will be 1-9, and they could lose both games and become. Well, they will have to lose 3 games to become 1-11, the infamous New York number. So let's see if the Red Sox do sweep the Yankees. I'm not giving that out as a pick because I have to do more research. But I definitely liked the Yankees to lose today, though. But like I said, they postponed that game. So I put together a September 11th parlay, if you will, you want to call it that. I'm a little surprised the Mets lost because they had 77 losses coming into September 11th. And that's a big number with 9/11, 77. This game was supposed to start at 11 minutes after the hour as well. 7/11, like how September 11th is really the 7th month. Mm-mm. Okay, so Rodgers got the win, huh? Okay, so that means he became 13-8, and I forgot the stats, man. There was a number that I liked with Aaron Rodgers. So Rodgers became 11-1 at home on MNF. Record on Mondays. Look at that. On the day leaving 111 days left in the year, he becomes 11-1 at home on Mondays. Of course, New York equals 111. Today leaves 111 days left in the year. I mean, this is what I mean. The mockery. If you understand the code, you're able to see stuff like this. But like I always say, not every game is going to be as clear as a game like this. This is a big tribute to a big event. So that's why it's easier. These games are easier than every other game. Yeah, but if nobody else wants to call in, we can end it there. Shout out to all the people on the Patreon. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the guys on the chat who contributed. Thank you to all the callers as well. And I'll definitely try to do more live streams. I've been very busy, very busy. This is why I stopped streaming. But I'll do a lot more streams, probably one a day. I'll try to do one a day, but I can't promise. And it's almost impossible to keep up with the New World Order. These people, this is ritual after ritual after ritual after ritual. Look at this, another a 38-year-old that, oh my gosh. So Cameron Wise, Austin Eckler's agent, dead at 38. What we know about 38 and death, right? Should I really make a video about that? This guy arrested for assaulting his girlfriend, Kevin Porter Jr. Some more ritual shaming. Probably 42 days after his birthday or 59 days before his birthday, something like that. I didn't do a decode on it, but it's the same thing, man. You go on CNN, more of the same shit. Look at this. Aaron Rodgers suffers game-ending ankle injury 4 plays into the New York Jets debut, and he will need an MRI. Had the entire fan base excited about Aaron Rodgers, and that's how they do it. That's how they do it. All those people paid all that money to see Aaron Rodgers play, and they fake his injury. These people are fucking sick, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. Think about spending thousands of dollars to watch your favorite quarterback play, and then 4 plays into the game, the guy gets hurt. You don't even get to see him. And then they make you wait all the way to the overtime for that team to win. It's like, oh my gosh. They love that shit. But it's your fault for not realizing what's going on. Because there's a lot of people sharing this work. The information is out there. And the clues are definitely out there. So did I do a video on Drake and Doja Cat dropping an album on September 22nd? I'm going to look at that. I don't even know about that. And I'll definitely post it on my Instagram. Yeah, it is their fault. You're absolutely right. But you also got to think about it. We was also those people at one point. So. Yeah, Topsy, I'm going to start doing more live streams. Absolutely. So M says that, did you guys talk about the tweet that predicted Aaron Rodgers' Achilles injury? Okay, a tweet that predicted Aaron Rodgers injury. Aaron Judge, Aaron Rodgers. A fan predicted Aaron Rodgers' devastating injury hours before it happened. How did that fan know? One NFL fan on Twitter is apparently a modern day Nostradamus. No, that's actually me. On Monday night, Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers went down with an injury and was carted off the field. It has since been reported that there are worries that Rodgers may have injured his Achilles and could be out for the season. Aw, too bad, Jets fans. And that's funny because Aaron Rodgers was gonna retire, right? So what they do, they make him come into the game for 4 snaps and then take off the season anyway. Oh, the NFL, the National Fix League. So David Saslav, Aaron Rodgers is going to tear his Achilles on a rain-drenched MetLife turf in 2.5 hours. Yeah, this is the mockery, man. This doesn't sound like a prediction. This sounds like somebody telling you the script. A prediction is, you imagine if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt in this game? That sounds more like a prediction. But this right here doesn't sound like a prediction. This sounds like somebody that knows something and that it's letting everybody know about it. Because how would this source right here, this website, even know about this tweet? It's just the mockery, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Sure, we believe you. They had him run into the stadium with an American flag. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. NFL informant. Exactly. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for that. Thank you for participating in the chat. And I'll see you guys soon. Go Jets.